Hello everyone, today we talk about news from higher education from all over the world and especially from Europe. Morocco, France join forces to set up new research center. Morocco, in cooperation with France, will establish a joint research center. It is the first of its kind in Africa for supporting scientific and technological innovation for sustainable development in the region. A Morocco-France agreement to set up the center was signed on 28 October by Noureddin Madib, the president of the International University of Rabat, Anthony Petit, the chairman and the chief executive officer of the French National Center for Scientific Research, and Professor Nathalie Drage-Tim, the president of Sorbonne University during French President Emmanuel Macron visit to Morocco. The center's launch is one of several Africa-France initiatives that have been announced in recent times, signaling science diplomacy as part of France's efforts to confront some of the anti-French sentiments that have been present in the region, in particular in West Africa. By fostering knowledge exchanges, developing joint academic programs, and promoting the mobility of students, PhD candidates, and researchers, the center will contribute to the development of human capital and technological advancement in both Morocco and France. France is the top destination for Arab students, receiving 29% of them, particularly from North African countries such as Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, according to the global flow of tertiary level students in interactive map published by the Canada-based UNESCO Institute for Statistics. This center addresses societal challenges by focusing on areas like artificial intelligence, renewable energy, social sciences, and humanities. Key challenges that might face the center include securing sustainable funding, ensuring effective coordination, and attracting top researchers and talented students. Academic unions demand action over academic freedom threats. Academic trade unions from Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway and Finland presented a report of academic freedom at universities to the 2024 session of the Nordic Council, which called for renewed efforts to protect academic freedom, which they say is increasingly under pressure in the region. The Nordic Council session, which convened under the theme Peace and Security in the Arctic and Nordic regions, was held in Iceland from 28 to 31 October. It assembles and presents accessible information on the conditions for academic freedom, both de jure and de facto in the Nordic countries, and is a repository for comparative work and academic freedom at universities. The report argues that the Nordic perspective on academic freedom is of comparative interest in a world where academic freedom is under pressure. Academic freedom in the Nordic countries is under pressure from a range of factors that must be addressed to maintain the region's leadership in independent research and education. While the Nordic model has long been a global benchmark, challenges such as managerialism, external funding dependence, undue political interference, precarious employment, and the hardening of public debate threaten the core principles of academic freedom. University chiefs partly to blame for funding woes. After 4 years of spectacular growth in international students' requirement to British universities, with the number of new known UK entrants soaring from 273,340 in 28-29 to 459,170 in 2022-23, it's time for university vice chancellors and governors to sober up and stop relying on a never-ending increase in lucrative foreign tuition fees to save them from financial disaster. In a hard-hitting blog published by the Higher Education Policy Institute on 31 October, two of the UK's leading experts on global student mobility say university chiefs can't escape responsibility for poor institutional decision-making leading to the current financial predicament that many British universities face. They argue that with more universities turning to job cuts and closure of less popular courses, university leaders blame a sudden drop in international students' enrollments for their woes after enjoying a runaway success during and just after the COVID-19 pandemic, when overseas students flocked to UK universities as one of the few options still open to globally mobile students. Overly optimistic expectations for continued growth in international enrollments, driven by a temporary post-COVID boom, led many United Kingdom universities to adjust their future students' requirement targets based on these inflated figures rather than viewing the surge as a temporary anomaly. Building sustainable futures, rethinking international students' requirement in the United Kingdom. While competitor nations such as the United States and Australia were slow to reopen their borders to international students after the pandemic, many British universities seized the opportunity to boost their intake of overseas students and benefit from the higher tuition fees foreign students pay to study in the United Kingdom compared to domestic students. Degree apprenticeships do not widen participation. United Kingdom universities have an obligation to deliver the academic aspects of degree apprenticeships, but the scheme does little, if anything, to meet their widen participation targets, according to a new report. The study, carried out jointly by the H Foundation and Sheffield Hallam University, and the first of its kind of examines the relationship between degree apprenticeships and their effects on access to higher education. It found that while degree apprenticeships may enhance social mobility, the nature of the intake means they do not necessarily improve outreach. The degree apprenticeship scheme, a hybrid of vocational and academic learning, was implemented in 2015 as part of a government strategy to improve economic productivity by enhancing workforce skills while at the same time addressing social inequality. It was anticipated that the scheme would attract applications from low attaining disadvantaged backgrounds, option for skill-based learning rather than an academic approaches. The first degree apprenticeships were in the digital, automotive, engineering, banking, and construction industries, but they have since expanded to cover a wider range of roles, including retail management, health, and social care. They have proved popular with a number of starts, a level 6 having tripled from 6,400 in 2017, 2018 to 25,000 in 2022-23. Transnational education key to shared global challenges. In an increasingly interconnected world, education transcends borders, and nowhere is there more evident than in the United Kingdom, where universities have long been at the forefront of global collaboration. Transnational education is not only a driver of academic excellence, but also a vital tool for tackling some of the world's most pressing challenges, from climate change to food security and digital transformation. As we face these shared issues, partnerships between institutions become indispensable. In Kazakhstan, we are driving inspiration from models like those in the United Kingdom to transform its higher education system, positioning the country as a regional academic hub with the potential to make significant global contributions. Education, when shared across borders, can serve as a potent force for global problem solving. Take, for instance, the collaboration between Kazakhstan's institutions such as Kozabayev University and the University of Arizona, which was discussed at the conference. Together, these institutions are tackling urgent issues like water resource management, irrigation, and food security in northern Kazakhstan. These are global challenges, issues that resonate with many nations, including the United Kingdom, where agricultural sustainability and climate resilience are ongoing concerns. By leveraging international academic expertise, the project is demonstrating how transnational education can offer tangible science-driven solutions that extend well beyond national borders.